Wellman knocks it across to McCurry, running out of space, feeds the hand pass back to Hardwick, under pressure, scrambles a kick towards the outer side, bounces high in the air. Jones dragged down, leaping across the fallen Jones was Lucas. This is Solomon. Solomon runs to the wing, kicks to half forward. McVeigh was up, couldn't hang on. Crumbing at his hurt, feeds it back to Mercedes. Mercedes kicks inside the 50. Lloyd.
Well, Dennis, we saw the strength there of Lloyd. What he does is actually doubles.
In game 124. Exciting talent, no question about that. Kicks from just inside the 50. Steers it right through the middle. He's back in business. Jakovic gets a fist on this one, so does Wooden. Thumps it up towards the wing. Miranda couldn't control it. Taken behind by Hardwick, who drives it back inside the 50. Off hands, loose at the back. Chance for Hurd. Rioli throws it on the boots. What a wonderful opportunist goal.
Well, he doesn't need...
He looks lame at the moment. It's either an ankle or might have tweaked his knee, but doesn't look too serious.
Essendon by 5 points. Alessio down to Mercedes. Kicks towards half foot. Good mark in front by Lucas. Shielded the ball, plays on, raking left foot to the pocket. Lloyd will need to stretch, and he does, right against the line. Matthew Lloyd, wrong pocket for a left footer. Centres it. James Hurd meters in the clear. Will shoot a goal from 30 metres out.
So what have I done?
Pretty dangerous to predict where your opponent's going to go in that situation.
Especially when you're playing on James Hurd, who kicks the goal.
What about the work of Lucas on...
Johnson, the high ball towards the wing. Jacobs takes the mark. The young man they're persevering with, Danny Jacobs, goes down towards half forward. McCurry. What a fine talent. Told to play on, pops the ball in the direction of Hurd, over the top Colliker. McVeigh camped perfectly in front, hooks it back towards the middle. Sharp ball, clean ball Carroll. Lloyd will get back, go with the right boot and bounce it through for his second.
No better player to have the ball in his hands than Peter Matera coming off the half-back flank.
Haynes kicks to a contest. Wow, McCurry.
Looked like it was going to be Williams there for a minute, and McCurry's just come from behind.
Heffernan kicks it around the outer side. Jakovic leads back in the race. McCurry arriving quickly. Tosses it back over his shoulder. Lucas concedes. Ramanauskas off a step. Hardwick. Lucas through midfield, kicking towards half forward. Lloyd must get a free. And he will.
Yep.
Advantage is paid. Rioli runs into an open goal and kicks his second. The look-away hand pass, and that was the receiver I was talking about. The hand pass came from Cousins towards Fletcher, picked up by Lucas. He breaks away, kicks towards half forward. Hurd again, very courageous mark low down. What a beauty.
You don't need to give him much of an opportunity, though, do you? Just takes it.
Here's Lloyd again. Same spot he kicked a goal from, his first goal. Working the phone there, speaking with Kevin Sheedy. In many respects, Alessio is a vital factor in this team. Star-studded, but he's got to get the job done. There's a goal.
Well, Scotty, the question has to be asked now, do you leave Trent Carroll on to try and stop it?
i7sport.com.au, the chat room tomorrow night. All the activities of round 21 can be found right there at your football website. Glass stumbled. Lucas did not. From 50 metres out, lines up and hurts the Eagles.
Well, it's 5 possessions and 2 goals.
And if you compare that to the West Coast midfield, there isn't a midfielder who's had it more than 4 times, so they're under pressure in the middle.
Carousella, deft deflection. This is Rioli, swings it out wide, honouring the lead from McCurry, who tracks it inside the 50, runs back outside the 50, spots the lead coming from Lloyd. Precision. Not much Colliker could do about that.
It is his left side. Interesting to see the ball swing on this one.
Kicking at his 4th, Bombers 8th. Works it back beautifully. Beautiful kick. Gotta love it.
Well, they've just started off in the same fashion, haven't they?
Started on the bench, Paul Barnard. His first mark of the night. Concedes some ground to Barnes. They're opening up the far side. It's free out there. He goes looking for Johnson running back with the flight of the ball, and or Mercury, who is coming up on the lead. Mark Johnson's got it. 52 metres out. Decides to go for the 9th goal. Not a bad looking effort either. It's a wonderful kick from long range. It's a goal.
You have to admire Essendon's ability to transfer the ball, and basically they almost defy.
Tripped over the 50-metre line. Wooden kicks it out towards the boundary, taken there by Carosella. Hard against the line, pulls it back. Wooden worked his way in front, hasn't got the football umpire. McVeigh 52 metres out, goes short. Lloyd, great mark.
Good play by Essendon, but for a side who trains on Subiaco every day of the week, basically, the amount of times the Eagles players have tripped over tonight is quite amazing. Yet we're not seeing that from Essendon.
Barnard gets the short pass. Barnard should kick it. He started out as a full forward with East Perth. In the local competition, he likes it off the boot. He's kicked another one.
Just a class of Matthew Lloyd, really.
Mark Johnson gets it across to Hardwick to Carosella. Carosella at centre half back, the short one marked by McGrath. Carving a niche for himself in this team. Got it away to Lucas. Lucas the high ball to half forward. Embley in from the side. Rioli, it was touched. Claimed it, dropped it. Play on's the call. Well, the umpire was waving. Play on for a long time. Rioli could have been penalised. Solomon kicks inside the 50. Mercury brilliantly done. Heffernan accelerates, goes into an open goal and just gets it.
What a fantastic pickup from Mark Mercury at full pace.
Kicks down towards half forward. That was Fletcher over the top of Wilson. Leading back in the race down there is Johnson, Mark Johnson. Looping hand pass, releases Wellman. Spots Alessio. Alessio's got it. Deep in his own defensive area. McGrath is on for the next one. Carosella is back towards the middle. That's ignored. He kicks it towards Barnard. Got a hand to it. Now Carosella will come into play as he runs on. Gets it from Barnard. Down towards half forward. Goes looking for Lucas. Awkward half volley. Trapped it. On his knees Johnson. Mercury. Palms off Wooden. Comes back to Carosella. Tries to go over the top. Rioli in trouble. Gets the hand pass to Mercury. 35 metres out. Well worked goal. What a beauty.
Just beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch players in full flight of that calibre.
Tracks it out towards the wing. Over the top, Lucas sent away on his left foot. Can go again to Rioli. This is virtually like a training drill. He's 60 metres from goal. Tries to find Lloyd. Colliker brilliantly done.
You've got to admire him. He's continuing. Oh. I'm going to say, he's backing himself. He's under pressure now.
As Hurd could punish them again. It's another goal. Oh, Michael Colliker.
Just undid all his good work, didn't he? Unfortunately, Michael Colliker there.
Hardwick, Wilson missed him. The hand pass comes across to Wellman. Wellman kicks around the outer side. Alessio, plenty of runners supporting. Alessio pops it towards the middle. Ramanauskas, watch his left foot. Ramanauskas pulls it back. Well spotted Barnard. And Barnard's got this one 40 metres out. Virtually directly in front. Took a club best 14 against Geelong in round 15. Stuttering approach. Bends it around, and I think it may be a goal. Just.
Not to have been having a shot on goal.
Umpire was 10 metres away.
Yeah, if that had happened midfield, they would have had no worries about blowing a free kick at all.
Or maybe on the Essendon forward line. Barnard kicks inside the 50. Mercury brilliantly done. Lloyd into an open goal. Gets another one. That's 5 for the champ. Here's McGrath. Hooks it down towards full forward. I'll need to be perfect now. Solomon missed it. Taken by Colliker. Throws it on the boot. Missed by Jones. McGrath's there again. Away to Ramanauskas. Gets it across to Lucas. Lucas pulls it back towards the middle. Awkward bouncing football. Jacobs does brilliantly. Gathers it in the one hand. Goes into an open goal and gets there 16th. Tossed in. Taken by Cousins. Went to ground. Heffernan hurriedly across the body. Loose ball at the back of the pack. Lucas, well done by Lloyd, knocks it to Ramanauskas, who snaps another goal. Wonderful teamwork.
And think the pitches paint the story, don't they? Scotty, you said it all before.
Playing a cameo role at this stage of his career, but unfortunately he has to still be a workhorse.
Absolutely, like a Mark Mercuri. Taking
Ooh, that's
Lyles
holding the ball.
Taylor.
Threw it away, yep.
Well,
I think I'd have to agree with that. I think he caught him fair and square on the jumper. I reckon that was a great tackle, Matthew Lloyd.
for 89 on the season. This should be a soda. Lloyd kicks the goal. Carousel has been very good, 23 possessions. Hurd is resting at the present time. He was brilliant early. 20 possessions. Here's Carousel again, smothered off the boot. Scramble forward by Lucas down towards half forward. Off hands Rioli, falling to the ground. Snaps another goal. His third.
Well, third goal, and that is the third time we've seen him dispose of the ball here tonight while still in a tackle.
Just a beautiful night in Perth, and his sellout crowd paid tribute to Dean Kemp tonight. Announced his retirement 10 days ago. Here's Carosella right on the 50, spots Jason Johnson, who's got it now 40 metres from goal. Jason Johnson hasn't seen a lot of it. Should kick a goal from here. He's got it. His first.
You look at tonight's performance from Essendon, and it's been about choosing the right options and supreme confidence.
Got it from Carosella, who initially got it from Mark Johnson. The high ball towards the wing. At the back, Fletcher couldn't control it. Now they've got a problem. McVeigh's away, goes looking for Lucas, or rather Lloyd, and Lloyd has taken the mark about 25 metres out. Solomon was charging back and free as well. Had it been spilt, this a question of accuracy. Distance won't be a problem. He'll kick from just inside the 50. We're right behind it. Good look at that one. Good looking kick. He's got 7.
Pretty good return, isn't it? 7 goals. We were talking about before, saying
Johnson from half back drives it down towards half forward. McVeigh was up very high, spiked forward there by Fletcher, well inside the 50. Lloyd does brilliantly, tried to knock it to Carosella, chopped off by Cousins, and it was a clinic, and that says it all. Dark and Bank. Terrific performance though by the Bombers. We've been lucky enough to see Brisbane last week against Fremantle, and tonight Essendon against the West Coast Eagles, and you've got to say Essendon